I'm in the studio this morning, working through the next two songs that I'm going to be releasing. And there's so much work to do on them. It's a little bit depressing. And I'm actually going to go play golf in about an hour and a half with my buddies. And it's like, finding the time to do what's got to be done on this thing is, kind of weird. But the number one thing that's got to be done is make a plan. Because as long as the plan doesn't change, then I can pick up where I left off. You know what I mean? So if I have to split this up into 10 different 2-hour sessions, then I can pick up where I left off, so I don't need to be changing my approach on it. And so right now, the number one thing I'm doing, this one song that I'm doing, Carolina in my mind, it's a James Taylor cover. Don't ask me why I'm doing it other than it's a fantastic song, and I think it needed a Les Paul and a Rickenbacker banjo. And Daryl and Austin. So there are a lot of parts on this thing, and it's 75 BPM, so it's a little bit slower. And yet everything I like, I want to have rhythm. So Austin plays just like a human clock. It's amazing how accurate he is with timing. I, on the other hand, am always ahead of everything. I'm on the leading edge of everything. And it's like, I think that's just how I am in life. I'm always on the leading edge. I'm always the tip of the spear. I'm always ahead of the game. I always, way beyond my, my time, I'm always ahead of my time. In music, it's no different. So, and of course, I'm not a music producer. I mean, it's all brand new stuff to me. So I start trying to figure out how it is I'm going to make this as good as it can be. And, I'm like, okay, we got to start from scratch. We got to import every single track into this project, starting from scratch and start over. And then I've got to, create. I feel like what I got to do is create new tracks that are lined up. So, and the reason I want to do that is so that all the tracks start from zero. And so when I send this to the guy that's going to do the mix on it, that he doesn't have to go through and do what it is that I'm doing. So that's my take on this. And, it's, it's a heck of a lot more work than you would think. And I'm pretty slow at doing it anyway. So bottom line is, my goal is to get her done in the month of May. Here we are on May 11th. I got a long ways to go, y'all.